And hello, and welcome to AleksTabletops Tabletop Game Study Session 1. This is the first session that we're going to study a Gwent, the Witcher card game. So let's launch it and just basically see what this game is all about. So I kind of already gone through the basic tutorial for this game. I decided that I'd rather do this right away because tutorial for this game is pretty not that entertaining per se, so I kind of decided to skip it because why would we need this? So we don't. Yeah, okay, Gwent is now on the stage of the public beta, so it's still kind of in development. So let's just choose a Gwent in our interface. So yeah, so since I already gone through the process of understanding how this game works, it's kind of relatively simple. You have 3 rows. One row is for 0 from 6 rounds 1. Welcome back. Level 1. I don't know what this means though. So yeah, the good thing is that I kinda opened the thing for our menu. I don't know actually where we're going to play because I kinda don't know where we need to go though. Like, I definitely need to go into practice. We could play challenges, take a single player challenges and earn letter cards. This one is just basically event ends in particular time, Holiday of the Dead. So I still don't know how everything in here works. This is something to figure out. Starter deck, ready to play, 25 cards. These are actual decks. Yes. These are all starter decks. What this number though means? Doomed stubborn, doomed stubborn, doomed stubborn. Deploy. Select the deck that you would like to use in the battle. Let's just quickly swipe menu. Play a friendly game of Gwent. We'll definitely not go into multiplayer because it's too quick for that, and also I'm not going to put any cards in the deck because I don't know how Gwent works, so I'm not yet ready to create a deck because I don't have enough information to understand how actually cards work in terms of a synergy and whatever. And the only way to understand this is to play. Also, Gwent, I guess, has music, or no? We definitely need to get rid of the music, because I already have one. So, mute all audios. So now, actually, music is not playing. The voices and effects. Just put them on 5. Let's just put them on 5, because in Cross Maga I had to put them on pretty similar position. So yeah, let's hope it's not going to lag on the Twitch itself or on the recording. It's actually YouTube special, it's not a stream. So yeah, since I definitely need to practice against the AI opponent, I guess let's just slowly play with all decks that we have here and figure out how they work. So what about this one? Damage set by 1. So in every deck we have a leader, and I guess this is a leader for this deck. This leader plays a special role in the game. This is the leader for this deck, this is the leader for this deck, this is the leader for this, and this is the leader for this. And they leader abilities basically give you a specific edition when we are going to deploy. Deploy is basically means that trigger this ability when this card is placed on the board, so on the battlefield. So let's just start with our first deck. There's still a lot of things to learn here, definitely, because most of the things... Break! Okay, so as in every type of game, I have a choice to actually redraw 3 cards that I think are too big. The only thing about Gwent that kind of strikes me is that the fact that we have 3 rounds and the player wins only 2 out of 3. So this is the only way to win. And this game is pretty different from every other game that I had, that I played. So this is definitely going to be an interesting game to play, and also it kind of has unlimited thing with the cards. So yeah, I will figure it out on a go. So actually, tutorial kind of talked about all of the things, but I've not necessarily understood them properly. Intuitively maybe, but not properly. So basically, we are going to try not to destroy our opponent by destroying him like directly. Rather, we are going to try to put our opponent out of the round, putting big creatures and or spells and playing spells that allow us to add to the points. So yeah, let's just finish with this, because again, I not necessarily can control all of these things. I still don't know how they work, so let's just do, yeah, I will accept that. So again, this is my turn, and I can choose to pass this whole round if I feel like it. For instance, if I definitely know that I don't have enough cards to overplay my opponent, I could do this, which kind of one of the strategic things in this game that I definitely need to figure out, because this is something that it's still for me pretty strange. So I usually kind of get used to playing like direct battles, but this is more tactical, and this is one of the things that kind of interested me, or yeah, I kind of liked about Gwent. So I think we definitely don't need to play our guy. So by the way, in terms of rules, we can play whatever card that we want. So there's no mana here, there's no anything here. So basically, the only rule, we only have the ability to play 1 card per our turn. So basically, let's see how many abilities we have. So deploy damage a unit by 5. So there's no point of deploying this card because we don't have any units to deal a damage. Toggle a unit's lock. Don't know what it means. Lock disables a card abilities except for doomed, regressing, and stubborn. Okay, so again, there's no point to do this. Choose an enemy and copy its power. Again, don't have one. Damage to units. So the card that I definitely will play needs to be the card with the simplest thing, so with no abilities. So I guess I will play the Witcher itself. It's kind of big. It could give us pretty decent amount of points right away, and let's see what's going to transpire then after this. And by the way, these things are telling us where these cards are actually could be placed. So these things are probably could be placed in whatever row, first, second, or third. But for instance, this card only can be placed in this row. This is a melee row, this is the archer's row, and this is just the straight attacker's row. Okay, let's just play Gwent. Let's put it, it's not necessarily important where we put them at the beginning. They could be reached from either side.
Crush those vermin!
At least I still didn't figure out how that works. So you can deploy boost all other units in your hand, deck, on your side, on the board, except agents. So let's... Do you want to forfeit? No. So the thing that I definitely need to do is... So my deck is 50 cards, my graveyard 0. I kind of want to go into the... So I don't have the ability to go in settings, because I kind of wanted to make them a little bit quieter. They kind of too loud to me to talk. Okay, 2 damage, boost 2, damage allies by half their power, so we don't have that. Destroy all the highest units, so this is definitely not a smart thing to play. It will destroy our unit too. Boost 5, adjacent unit by 4. Adjacent unit is what type of the unit it is. 2 damage allies by half. So whenever this unit leaves the battle or the graveyard, strengthen it by 3. Okay, I could play this one.
Let's not get in the way of me.
And also about the tactics. We need to understand that sometimes if we have like particular cards, we need to leave them for the later round. So this is one of the things about Gwent that kind of still doesn't feel right to me, because I need to think about winning the 2 out of 3, and if I definitely know that I will lose this one, I'm not going to play cards, and it's just better to forfeit this particular or pass this round, just basically lose it in order to leave bigger cards for later. This is one of the things about Gwent that definitely I need to figure out how to work with, because this is the thing that I still don't figure out yet, how to use. I know like in theory how it works, but still it's pretty foreign to me. Okay, toggle a unit's lock. Self the card abilities except for doomed. These don't have those. By 5. Whenever you play a gold card from your hand, no, it doesn't include leaders. Play this unit from your deck on a random row before the card's resolved. Okay, deploy boost all other units in your hand. Okay, you already did this. So right now, in terms of these things, of course, of points I'm losing, so I need to put something bigger. Let's just put the soldier.
We'll follow you always.
And let's boost our Gwent back. And also, I don't know how long the one turn actually could go in terms of a time. There's no like limit, so just basically we play until until our enemy just decides to pass, or unless we will play all cards, which is not a very good thing, because next round we will draw 2 additional cards, and the last round we can draw only 1 card. So this is kind of a thing that makes Gwent a pretty interesting tactical game. It's not that simple. It seems simple, but it has much more depth to it. Okay, so let's think. So the highest unit is actually with 14. Let's use this one. I guess with this one we definitely could win the game, or win this round. All highest units. But what does it mean highest? The highest power, if the ability targets a limited number of units, ties are resolved randomly. Okay, this is probably problematic. So the biggest units are 14 and 12. I think since this ability works randomly, I could just basically lose all my He will lose this one and I will lose this one, which is not a very good thing though. So I definitely need to choose what to play. Boost 5 adjustment units by 4. Boosting it means they will become bigger. Increase the unit's current power. Permanently? I guess let's do that. Definitely could play. Let's adjust this one. Okay, now I'm actually winning. Let's see what's opponent will do. Oh snap, 16. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he has 7 cards, I have 7 cards. I think I can't go against it. Because if I play next, I will put the biggest creature, and next round I will basically will lose. So I guess maybe it's a smarter choice to just like fold the game, because I don't think that I will win. I don't have enough cards to put on the board in order to win. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will fold. I will pass. So yeah, first round of course I lost, and I lost it by design. Because, okay, we draw 2 cards. Now I need to decide what cards to withdraw. Okay, we definitely need this one, because this one could help us. Royal Decree, Tactic Special. What it does though, play a gold card from your deck, boosted by 2, shuffle the order deck. This could help us, because we definitely need to win this one. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 1. This deploy, choose an enemy and copy its power. This is actually pretty good, it could help us. Actually, I could play this card in order to win previous match. I kind of missed it though. Had it in my head. I'm not going to redraw. I kind of like what I have. I could win it with this. Okay. Okay. It's still a choice where to play a leader. I guess I will play it a little bit later. Damage a unit by 5. Well, let's just play right away this one. Just put it on our melee roll. And damage this unit by 5.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Healed. Heal a Bronze of the Silver Northern Realms machine and trigger its deployability. Ah, this is cruel. Damage an enemy by 2. Okay. Yeah, Gwent for now, it's a pretty hard game for me to figure out how to play it. I guess it will took me a little bit more time to adjust to it. Because again, I'm not that familiar with cards and their mechanics yet. Toggle units lock. Still don't know what that means. Yeah, it kind of locks the abilities, but what's the point in here? I will leave it for later. We need to use this card on the biggest unit that he has, or he is going to have. Threaten ally by 2 and give him 2 armor. Let's do that.
Barrels of burning pitch.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
No, come on. Oh, armor is actually a pretty good thing. So no matter how many damage it's dealt, armor just basically will prevent it or keeps it. Damage 3 units by 1. Toggle units lock. Crewman. When a unit with a fresh crew ability is adjusted to this unit, trigger that ability X times. So I definitely need to lock this guy. I hate it.
I'm a dwarf of business.
Let's lock it. Because its ability is going to be annoying. Okay, how I could win this one? Like, tell me, please. Now, destroy all highest units. So, my guy is too big. I guess he will be destroyed if I will destroy all of his high units. Play a gold card from your deck. If it is a unit, but not an agent or double agent, boost it by 2. Shuffle the others back. Okay. Let's play it. See what it does. Okay. Support, deploy. This is a unit with 7. Deploy, draw it to top 2 cards from your deck, then discard 2 cards from your hand. Oh. It's not a very good thing. Hide card. What I did. I decided not to play it. Show card. Choose 0 of 1. So I need to choose it. Now I need to decide where to put it.
I can help you if you wish.
Now I need to discard 2 cards. It's not a very good thing. Okay, I definitely need this one. 2 damage. Boost 2 damaged allies by half their power, rounding down. Okay, I draw this one. Apply a rain hazard to an opposing row. Every turn at the start of your turn, damage up to 2 random units on that row by 1. Oh, this is awesome. Definitely want to leave this one, and definitely want to leave this one. Damage a unit by 5. If it was destroyed, strengthen the highest unit in your graveyard by 3. Why would I need to strengthen graveyard's units though? So, by the way, tutorials are not covering these things. So, basically tutorials just like demonstrates us and tell us what Gwent is, the basic rules about what each row does, what type of cards could place on these rows, and that's it. So the rest is just basically reads in the cards. You just need to read them and figure out how they work. That's it. So kinda like that. So I still need to choose what cards to discard. So I definitely will discard this one. I don't think that I need it. And the second one that I will destroy, damage 3 units by 1. This guy is pretty big. It's pretty good damage dealer. It's pretty hard to choose. I don't have that much cards yet. We definitely need to use this one because this one actually could help us. So let's just destroy this thing with the highest unit because I don't think that I will use it.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Zoom card. I don't know if I can play cards from graveyard. I don't know how it works. Okay, so now let's use this thing right away because this is something that we actually need to do. Snap, I think I will lose this one. Okay, damage self by 1, then play a highest loyal bronze or silver card from your deck and strengthen it by 3. Then, if it does not damage itself, damage it by 1. This is strange. So since these guys are going to slowly die, let's just use this card in order to copy the biggest one.
Don't you
I will
insist?
copy this one. Okay. I think I need to fold this game out because... But again, let's learn. I want to see what's going to be if I actually lose all cards. Your turn. Okay, let's play this one. Don't have another choice.
You've got the heart, not grit.
Whoa. Guy with 11. Yeah, kinda close to win. Nope, not. So he has only one card. So everything will be decided. I still have advantage. He has only one card, I have two. If I will play both of them, it's likely I win. Damage to units by 1. This one damage a unit by 5. If it was destroyed, strengthen the highest unit in your graveyard by 3. The highest unit in your graveyard by 3. Still don't know why I need to strengthen units from my graveyard though. Graveyard doesn't work. So this is actually for this row. Okay, now I need to choose what units I need to deal damage 5. Kinda doesn't that matter. Okay, heal a bronze silver north machine and trigger its thing again. So yeah, definitely this one. Because he needs to die. Okay, now I'm pretty close to win.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
Nope. Your turn. So now he can't do anything. The only thing that he is going to do is just basically slowly lost lives. I have 8. I'm not going to overwin with him with this card, but I play it either way because I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, 3 damage, 3 units by 1 damage. So I definitely will destroy this one. I definitely will make this one smaller. Increase the damage dealt by 1. Make this one smaller too. It doesn't matter. And now I actually won. Your turn. Yeah, so basically I won the round. And now we are starting the final round without any card. So he has 1 card, I have 1 card. And this is a problem. Choose a card to redraw. So first light. This thing is just basically clears the sky or rally. What rally does? So I definitely need to change card. Oh no, what is this? Special spell, damage unit by 7. If he has a creature, that I'm done. I can't play anything though. How to pass this turn? Passed. So this is the history. 0-0. Round 2, won by me. What to do though? I actually don't know what to do in this type of situation. Like, I definitely can't play cards from my graveyard. I can't. So that's why you need to think about future things. So I guess the only thing that I can do is just to damage a unit by 7. Let's give him a turn. So I have to play card, no matter what. What's up with this guy? Why he's glowing? Play a bronze silver tactic card from your deck, shuffle the other deck. Since I can't play this card because, yep, I guess let's hope he doesn't have a creature. He doesn't have a creature.
Broke as shit,
Oh no, he
peddlers.
has a creature. Yeah, I'm lost. I lost the round. So that was strange. yeah, Gwent for now, for me, it's pretty hard game to play. I don't know how to work with it. Tutorials didn't give me enough information to work around this game. So let's just continue until I figure it out. Like, this session is basically trying to figure out Gwent and at least one match. I'm still going to work with only one deck. I'm not going to change that much. Because we need to figure out at least one deck, and then of course we could work with the other decks and figure out them on a go. Because if I will go right away into different decks, I just basically going to mix up all things in my head. And so what I definitely don't know in these type of situations is I don't need too much of a big cards. So if I have this one in my possession, I think I will put this one in my graveyard with 9 and of course with 13. So now I have only small cards. Let's leave the big cards for later. Good, good. Destroy all highest units. Let's do that. We will destroy with 13. Cool.
Any lost words?
Okay, with 5 and 9. Whoa. Wild Hunt Rider. Increase by 1 the damage dealt by frozen hazards on the opposite row. Spawn a bronze wild hunt unit. And also, like, the terminology of this game is kind of confusing, because I guess for those who played Witcher it's not confusing, or for those who are familiar with this type of games, like for instance, unit is basically a creature, and this unfamiliarity with words used in this game kind of creates a little bit of strange thing. So I need to put 2 creatures in order to get to this point. I don't think that I do though, that I will do damage a unit by 7. So for now, let's just not play creatures. Instead, I'm just going to play all these crazy spells. By what? By 7. So yeah, I definitely need to put this guy out of his misery. I want him to use as much cards as possible. I want to give him this round. And starting from that next round, I actually want to win. But before that, of course, I need to create some type of a competition for him. So I'll definitely put a couple of cards in there. Okay, draws the top 2 cards from your deck, then discard 2 cards. This is a bad card, I don't like it. Deploy, choose an enemy and copy its power. Again, better for later. Deploy damage 3 unit by 1. Damage 3 unit by 1 again. Whenever this unit leaves the graveyard, strengthen it by 3. They're not leaving graveyard! How? Deploy strengthen an ally by 2 and give it to armor. The same. Boost 2 damaged allies by their health of their points. I'm not going to fight against this. He already used decent amount of creatures, so like he used the biggest one, he used this one, adjustment, so basically this is a buff. He used these 2. I don't think that he has these type of cards in his possession, and whatever I can do, I think I will just fold. So let's just pass. Of course he's passing too. Oh, okay, because I need to figure out how to tactically to win. Like, this is something that for me it's still pretty uncommon. Choose a card to redraw. So we have decent amount of creatures here, which is kind of a cool. from one side and not cool from the other side. So I guess I'm not going to change that much. The only card that I definitely need to change is this one too. Yeah, this one. I don't need two of them. So hello, the biggest creature. Okay, let's do that. Let's just copy its power. Now we have 11-11. So this round I actually will fight. So I actually make this round better. Whenever unit leaves the graveyard, strengthen it by 3. Soldier. So let's just go with close to tie. Damage self by 1. Damage a unit by 5. If it was destroyed, strengthen the highest unit in your graveyard by 3. Still don't know how graveyard plays for this deck though. Still strange. Damage 3 unit by 1. Strengthen an ally by 2 and give it 2 armor. Boost 2 damage to allies by half their power. You need more allies there. Let's play this guy. Let's play a leader. He's definitely the one who could work. So this is the highest card in here. Damage self by 1. Okay, now I'm winning. Not for long. So yeah, he basically copied. He has the same card. He just copied its power. So now I have like 3 damaged units, and I can make them better. So let's do that. 1, 2. Locked. Whoa, that was crazy. So where is the history? What it did? Toggle a unit's lock. If it's an enemy, damage it by half its power, rounding up. Oh, crazy. That was pretty sick. Okay. Again, the good thing that I can't do this, so I will play this one again. I will make this bigger again. Why only once? Boost 2 damage allies by half of their power. I could choose a second one, but for some reason didn't. I definitely need to win this game though. This match. Damage self by 1. We will leave this for the later, because this is the strongest unit that I have. Damage 3 units by 1. I could do that though. Strengthen an ally by 2 and give him 2 armor.
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
Let's make him this one bigger.
Resistance is futile.
Seriously? He said that? Resistance is futile? Yay! Resistance is futile. I don't remember where it was, but definitely was somewhere. So by playing this guy and damaging 3 units by 1, I think this is a good play. So let's
By
do
the
that.
rates of Morhog.
Okay, definitely we will damage. I don't think there's a choice to damage. Let's just damage the highest unit. Okay, I guess we will play all cards. Seriously? Oh snap. Oh wait a minute. Spawn this card on a random row on the side of each player with at least 1 bronze or silver card in their graveyard. I still don't know how it works. It's strange. Random row on the side of each player with at least one bronze or silver card in their graveyard. I still don't understand. I don't understand. Again, remember that English is foreign language for me, so it's much harder to understand how this thing works. But I will try to figure it out still. Yeah. Okay, damage unit by 5. It was destroyed. The highest units in your graveyard by 3. So let's just actually play this one because it's kind of interesting how it's going to work. But unfortunately, I don't have any units that I actually have. So let's just destroy the unit with 5.
Calling me a coward?
Yes. It's going to be destroyed, and nothing happened. Still, I don't get it. I still don't get how this game actually works. Damage 3 units by 1. Again. Draw the top 2 cards from your deck. I don't want to discard cards. Screw that.
By the rates of Morhog.
So 3 units, damage 1. So let's just go with 2. And let's just put this one to 13. Okay, this is the last turn. So I think I will win this game. If I will play this guy, I will definitely win the game. 7 is more than enough for that, and I actually will draw additional cards, which is a good thing. But I also need to discard 2 cards, so it's more likely they will discard the cards that I drawed. So this one deploy is just basically locks a unit. This one is just resurrects a bronze unit. Oh, it's actually a pretty cool card. But I don't know what cards I have on graveyard, unfortunately, so I guess I need to just simply discard both of those and leave the highest unit. So yeah, I won, I guess. I won? I think I won. I'm not going to play. He passed. I won the second round. So again, I intentionally lost first round, and now I actually get this card. Awesome. I will keep it. I actually can resurrect a unit from my graveyard, which is a good thing. Let's hope that this thing is actually there. So finish withdrawing. Accept. So let's see our graveyard. So yeah, I have a couple of gold silver units. I guess this one is a silver, and if I can put him on the battlefield, I will definitely win. Okay, I'm playing. Okay, I'll definitely play this one.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Okay, the only thing that I can do is just basically deploy and resurrect a bronze unit, but how many bronze units I have? I guess I will figure it out. So let's just play. Okay, these are all bronze units, yes? Strengthen an ally by 2 and gave it 2 armor. Deals damage to allies. This one is actually bronze one, pretty cool. But you see, it kinda chained, damage it by itself. I guess I will resurrect the highest one, why not? And just simply place it. And I kinda want it. Yes. So yeah, Gwent could be a pretty interesting game to play in terms of tactics. So the whole point of this game is a little bit different. So you don't need to destroy your opponent. You just basically need to become stronger than your opponent, which is kind of a strange thing to do because, like, for instance, you saw I decided to just basically pass the second round without putting any creatures on the battlefield. That way I kind of made the opponent to play a couple of cards, and I will left a bunch of cards in my possession to my advantage. And then I'm just basically decided to, and then we of course fought a second round. I won second round with slight advantage, and then our third round was pretty strange, like just a couple of cards and that's it. So I guess this is the whole thing about Gwent. So it's kinda, yeah, pretty interesting. So I will continue to play with this deck for now, because again, I need to figure out how all these things work. Yeah, I kind of getting familiar with this deck a little bit, and although I don't necessarily like how this deck works, I think there's much more cooler decks there. So basically we have a choice: either fight with the first round for supremacy, either just one of us just basically passing around and we fight in the second round, and then everything that's left goes in the third round, or both of us passing 2 rounds and we fight in the second one, so in the third one. So this is kind of a thing. This is a pretty hard thing to decide how to work with. I will definitely leave Hazard for now. Play a gold card from your deck. So it's a pretty hard thing to choose what cards to play, what not. I definitely don't want in my first hand too much of a big card, so I guess for the beginning hand it works fine. I have one of these, which will allow me to copy units. I have one of this. Actually, I hate this card. Let's just get rid of it. This is the one card that I definitely don't like, so the rest cards are pretty cool to me. I can resurrect a bronze card from the graveyard. I can strengthen my creatures or units. Yeah, pretty solid deck. I can lock a specific unit from using its abilities. So yeah, let's just accept this hand and continue. Okay, again, the more I will play Gwent, the better I will understand it. So again, this game is pretty unfamiliar for me, and these matches that I gone through this session was basically my first matches in Gwent. The only thing about Gwent that I knew before is just a tutorial. That's it. I don't even knew before how Gwent actually works. Oh, this is actually my turn. Sorry for that. So since this is my turn, I will start with the small creatures. Boost to, not with the small necessarily, whenever a unit leaves the graveyard, strengthen it by 3. Yeah, let's put this one.
Not get in the way of me axe.
As dead as a creature.
We are getting a little bit small. Okay. Boost to damage allies by half of their points. So now he will become 8. But I need another damaged ally. Play gold card from your deck. If it's a unit, boosted by 2, shuffle the rest. I think I could play this one. It's pretty early for the hazard. These cards are animated. I hope it's not lagging. At least it's not lagging for me, so maybe in video it is. If it's going to lag, of course I will do something about it. But I don't think so. If it's lagging, it's not that clear. Okay. Let's think. Damage 3 units by 1. There's no thing to play. Boost to damaged allies. Toggle the unit's lock. Spawn a bronze wild hunt. Damage an enemy by 3 if it was under frost hazard or destroyed. Boost self by 2. They already kind of used their abilities, so I guess there's no point of putting this thing here. This one could be worked, so damage a unit by 5. Let's just basically destroy this guy. Let's do that.
Just great.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Okay, gold card. Why I draw 2 cards? If neither player has passed, both players draw the top 2 cards of their deck. This is actually pretty cool. Where you got from? Horse? Horse on top of the barn. This is interesting. How did it get there? Whenever you play a gold card from your hand, note, play this unit from your deck at random. So yeah, we need to lock this card right away. I can kill it, but we need to lock it. So that means I will play this guy. Because every time that this guy is going to play just an enemy and copy its power, it's too early for that. Damage 3 units by 1, then I'm going to do strengthen ally by 2 and give it 2 armor. So I will play in this round this card and this one. So let's just play first this one. Lock this one. Now its abilities can be used. Okay, now I actually can play thing that could boost 2 damage to allies by 2 and half of their power. So I will choose both of these. Round it down. So this one will become a 12 and this one 8. Oh. Nope. No. What's happened? How this thing is actually works? By half their power. Their combined power, or I don't get it. So as you see, I kind of chose to fight in this round because it kind of go into equals. Resurrect the bronze unit. Don't have any on graveyards. Damage 3 units. It's pretty early for that. Again, I hate this card. I hate this card. I would be glad to discard it. Play a gold card from your deck. This is something that you need to leave for the later. This to strengthen an ally by 2 and give it 2 armor. I could do this. Let's do that.
Out with the crowns. Come on,
Let's
quick now.
strengthen. I don't want to necessarily. I don't want to create big units because if he has something that could destroy biggest units, they are definitely die. So if I will choose to strengthen someone, I will definitely strengthen a different unit and make them kind of cool. Okay, I need 10 in order to win, or at least get bigger. Again, this is a fight for the score supremacy. Okay. Things are becoming strange. A player in hazards his opponent's row every turn. At the start of your turn, damage up to 2 random units on the row by 1. This actually could help me in long term, so let's just play it.
Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile. Whoa, he actually just simply destroyed my pretty big creature. Or that was not a big creature though. 9 and get better. Okay. Maybe I actually need to pass. He already put decent amount of creatures there. I think I could. I don't want to discard all these cards, so I'm not going to use this one at all. What if I don't have 2 cards? I just basically draw 2 and just discard 2 right away. I hate this guy. I want to discard it, but I can't. Choose an enemy and copy its power. It's too early for that. I want to wait for the bigger creatures. Resurrect a card. We'll resurrect it later. I know what. So I will play this one, and after this round he will be dead, and then in the next round I will just resurrect him. Definitely. This is the play that I need to do, because I need to stay relevant in a couple of turns.
Fire and iron.
Oh no, they became bigger. Okay, 58, 39. He has more cards than I. Oh, he can already played this one. Maybe I need to play it too. This could turn things around. Okay, deploy damage self by 1, then play a highest loyal bronze card. Strengthen it by 3. When it doesn't damage itself, damage it by 1. Yeah, let's just play this one. I think it's going to be a beneficial thing for us. What is this?
For Skellige's glory!
Okay, and now put the biggest one. It's a hard choice. In here. Okay, now we actually tied.
Coming!
Oh, come on, he decides to play this one. Okay, I can play this one too. I guess this is the round when we fight. The only reason, should I fight next or back, or just basically skip? I think I need to fight back. And I'm not familiar with this deck. Yeah, I guess I will fight back, so I will become the highest number, 13. Let's copy this one. Oh, come on, 7, and actually deals damage. Oh, this is bad thing. Damage 3 units by 1. So 8 minus 2, kind of 10, and things will become equal with this one. It could play. Let's put it. Oh, actually minus 3 in damage. I could actually benefit from this. So let's make this creature smaller. I can choose twice, 1 and these 2.
There is no escape.
Okay, he destroyed one of mine. So the only thing that I can play with this guy to tie things up, or just basically play this one. Shuffle your... Yeah, let's play. Okay, now I need to decide. So I definitely don't want a light. I don't think that it works, so I definitely will discard light. And I definitely want to leave these 2 because they will allow me to bring back creatures. So I guess I will just strengthen an ally by 2 and give him an armor. Yeah, I will gain more from these 2 than from these 2. So now I'm actually winning, and now I'm not. Oh, come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. The problem is I don't have cards in the graveyard that I could just basically bring back, and I could put another rain on another row, but again, I can't bring back from the graveyard. The only thing that I can play is this one. This is the only thing that could help me. By the way, what round is this? It's the first round. Yeah, this is actually a first round. So you see, we decided to fight in the first round here. Star Park is now available for purchase. So I don't have another thing, but I just play this one. Let's hope that something big will come. Yes, The Witcher. Kinda cool. Let's hope that he will fold. Okay, we're tied. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So he actually... So you tell me I need to fold. Because again... Resurrect a bronze unit. I have only one bronze unit here. Two. No, this is a silver one. So I have only one bronze unit. And the problem is... It could be not enough. And I kind of don't want to like play it. If I will actually skip this, he could have there's something. No, let's just risk. Let's risk it. Let's play it.
We serve her who is virgin,
Yeah, this is
mother
the only
and
one that I
crone.
could play. Okay, let's just put it in here.
Billion barrels of burning
And then choose a
pitch.
unit to strengthen. So let's put on this one. Okay, let's hope. Yes, I won. Yeah, that was a risk. That was a risk. But eventually I won. So you see, like this is just was on like only one game, only one part. So now we actually not going to have that much cards. So now everything depends on how these cards are big or small. So boost 2 damaged allies by half of their power, rounding down. A unit by 5, damaged unit by 5 if it was destroyed. The highest units in your graveyard by 3. These two kind of could work. These are going to give me only 12, but at the same time this one I could boost, make this one higher twice, but it needs to be damaged. If it's not going to work. I will definitely leave this one and let's just discard this one. Okay, this is better. 8, and I can play with the graveyard, which still I don't know how it works. I guess I just can choose to strengthen this unit by 3, or in order to then put it from a graveyard with bigger. I still don't know how it works. Whatever. So let's just play this one for now.
Nothing like some overseas plunder.
Let's hope that. Oh, come on. Seriously? Okay, now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. Let's hope he has something small there. Oh no, he passed. I won. I actually won the whole game. Victory. Kind of interesting what he had though. So you see, Witcher is pretty interesting game. Like you can actually create pretty interesting situations there. So like you actually need to think in terms of long-term things. So it's not something that you just react now. But I guess in order to play it properly, you actually need to be familiar with your deck. And this is something that I'm not. I definitely don't know all these decks. I don't know how they work and whatever. So this thing is actually kind of creates a problem for me. And the other problem that I have with Gwent now, so I don't need to unlock anything, so the only thing that I have is starter decks. I could go in single player and just go with challenges. Yeah, by the way, yeah, I guess we need to go through challenges. Let's just make this first session of Gwent big session in 2 hours, I guess. So I kind of figured out how the game works a little bit. Now it's time to go into challenges and earn these challenges in order to learn about managing your cards, building deck, crafting cards, to add them to your collection, transmuting cards, and buying cards in the shop. shop.
20 cards.
Welcome to the shop.
Okay.
Here you can buy various in-game items, most importantly new cards.
La 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 la.
You obtain new cards by buying kegs and opening them, so please, kegs. Congratulations, you've received a new keg, you can open it in the shop. Accept. You already got the keg, one keg, open it to see what's inside. To do so, click open keg. Okay, do you want to open keg? Yes. First, you are shown 4 cards that came in your keg. Flip them over to see what you got. Highlight each card in turn and click. Okay, this is understandable. Heals 2 allies and gives them 3 armor. I know this art. This is basically against hazard. Field magic, medic, bronze unit from your deck. We're not going to read what these cards are doing, just for the sake of just making these challenges work, I guess I will. Yeah. Next you choose one of the 3 cards. The card you choose will go to your collection, while the others will be destroyed. Seriously? To make your choice, highlight the card and click it. What the heck? I don't want to choose. I want all of them. Not owned, not owned, not owned. Choose one of the cards below. So let's see. Clan Drummond's Shield Maiden. So damage a unit by 2. If it was already damaged, play a copy of this unit from your deck. Okay, interesting. Whenever an ally consumes a card, boost this unit by 1 while it in your hand, deck, or on your side of the board. Play a copy of this unit from your deck. This is strange. Damage the highest enemy on each row by 4. Increase the damage dealt by 1 for each copy of this card in your graveyard to a maximum of 10 Oh, of course this one. This thing actually seems awesome, because this is like crazy awesome damage dealer. These cards are pretty cool, but still, I don't know how they work in a particular moment, so I will choose this one. Are you sure you want to keep this card? The other 2 won't be added in your collection. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Congratulations, the new card have been added to your collection. You can head to the deck builder at any point and use them in your deck. Click back to the shop. So I guess this is the end. So all of these challenges are basically going to be completed. I will get something from these challenges, and that will allow me to slowly get things. So yeah, let's just, throughout the session, so we basically played a couple of matches, and let's just one by one we will go with all these things, because again, tutorial was pretty straightforward, and these things I guess they're going to be pretty easy too. But again, I need to understand how to craft cards. So basically, going through these challenges, we will definitely understand what this game is allow us or presents us with. So tutorial was just basically a straightforward thing that I did outside of the recording. Then the only thing that they shown us is how to attack, what type of, where the power, how game works, whatever. So now again, we need to understand this game in much more deeper level, what this game is capable of. So I guess throughout the whole remaining hour, we are going to figure this out. So let's just do that. Okay, welcome to the deck builder tutorial. Here you can put together new decks or modify existing ones by adding or removing cards. So I actually can modify standard decks, which is a good thing. Let's start by creating a new deck. Click new deck to continue. I hope that this is a tutorial and I actually don't need to create a deck. Okay, Cards in Gwent are divided into factions. Each faction has a unique card which only it can use. All factions can also use neutral cards. Choose a faction for your deck and click continue. I don't know what these factions are. Nilfgaard, Scroll Tile, Monsters, Northern Realms, and Skillage or Scallage. So these supposedly work with on water. These are just, I guess, straightforward guys. These are dark things. These are archers, and these are something good, something bright. Let's choose this one deck. I love green colors usually, and archers could be a good idea in terms of what they do. Yoo, Francesca! Highlight the leader you want to use for this deck and click. So since I don't have any leaders, so I only have one. So what Francesca does, after we deploy Francesca, you may mulligan a card, but choose any card from your deck to replace it. If the replacement card is a unit, boosted by 3, then shuffle your deck. This is actually a pretty cool card. Why not? Okay, this is your card collection. All the cards you've collected are shown here. Continue. You can use the cards filter to display only specific types of cards. Okay, this is your deck. You can add cards from your collection to it or move cards you don't want back into your collection. By the way, Gwent is actually a little bit lagging. I definitely need to work with yeah, I don't have like gaming PC, so my PC works with the highest calculations, but it not necessarily work good with games. So to speed things up, this time we'll fill its reminder of your deck, usually through you choose all cards for your deck. So they will do it automatically for us. This is a good thing, so we actually don't need to build a deck, which is a good thing. Okay, now let's remove a card from your deck. To do so, highlight a card in your deck and press enter. I guess I can't choose. I need to remove this one. Okay. This is a card counter. It helps you construct a valid deck and shows you the deck limitations. So 15 bronze cards, only 6 silvers, and only 4 golds. It's actually pretty good balance. Okay, so now we know that every deck has limitations. Now we know that every deck has only 4 golds, only 6 silvers, and only 15 bronze. Now that you've constructed a valid deck, click save and exit to leave this screen and save your deck. Where save and exit? Oh, here it is. So now I actually created a tutorial completed. This covers all deck builder basics. Feel free to experiment with different cards and deck configurations. Remember, you can always come back and modify any of your decks. Click exit to leave this screen. So I kind of need to, yeah, we actually earned a little bit of ore. I don't know what is this. Use it to purchase card kegs from the shop. Oh, this is actually in-game currency. Okay, let's just see how we can buy cards, or not buy but construct them. This is actually something that Hearthstone has too, and I don't know how it works in Hearthstone, so I'm neither know how this works in here. Welcome. This is your card collection. Here you can browse through all the cards you've managed to gather so far. Some of the cards in this view are grayed out. If a card is grayed out, it means you don't yet have it in your collection. Kind of understandable. In each deck, you can have up to 3 copies of each bronze card, put only 1 copy of each gold or silver card. So it's pretty similar to Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering has the limits of 4 cards per game. Kind of cool. Okay, if you collect more copies than that, use the mill spare cards option to turn your extra cards into scraps. Oh, this is actually pretty interesting. But what if I want to add, for instance, particular cards in my different deck? Could I use this? There's several filters you can use to view only certain cards in your collection. Use the filter at the top of your screen, at the top of the screen, to switch quickly between the cards for each faction. To further narrow your search, use the advanced filter menu, click filters to open the filter panel. Okay, at this panel you can apply a variety of search filters, for example type of a card name in the search box to display that card. Well, this is something that I definitely not going to use because I don't know names for the cards. Now, the cards you found will remain visible even after you close the filter panel. Click close filter panel to close it. You can craft available cards if you have enough scraps. We've given you a few scraps to start. You have been given 30 scraps. Use them to craft new cards. To gain more, win games in multiplayer mode or mill cards you don't need. Okay, pretty cool, pretty understandable. Let's try crafting a card now. To do so, highlight a card and click to see its details view. Here you can see detailed information about the card, its power, combined draw or combat draw, and special abilities. Click craft to craft the card. Minus transmute. This one is crafting a card. Closer view. I don't see where the thing with the craft card. Are you sure you wish to craft the card? Oh, so this is actually the thing. Nope. I actually don't have a choice. Okay. You've just created your first card. It's been added to your collection. Now you can use it in your decks. I already had one. If you have enough meteorite dust, you can transmute any card in your collection to change the way it looks on the battlefield. Really. It's pretty interesting ability. So congratulations, you've received 100 meteorite powder. You can use it to transmute cards to their premium versions. You've been given a bit of dust to get started. To get more, win multiplayer battles on mill cards you don't need. Okay, understood. Transmute the card by clicking on the transmute button. Yes. Okay, what changed? Now it's... You've just transmuted your first card. The new upgraded card has been added to your collection. This means it's available to use in your decks from now on. Click close preview button to leave the screen. That covers the basics of managing your deck. You can visit it again. Oh, the difference of this card, this one without animation, this actually has one. Okay, understood. You can visit it again at any time, blah blah blah. Okay, understand. You have been awarded 50 scraps. Use them to craft new cards. Cool. So yeah, now we actually finally gathered this one. So the next thing is actually trying to figure out how things works again. So next we are actually going to play with the specific decks and figure out how these fractions are work. So yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 fractions, and we're basically going to play with these fractions. I don't know though if we need to do this now, because kind of need to decide thing. Okay, let's just go into option. Let's just basically try to lower the graphics. So the graphics quality, let's just put it on medium. Apply settings after we start the game. These are the ones with the graphics. Because I don't think that these things are matter that much. So let's just go with it. No, I guess I'm not going to play now with these challenges because I don't see the point for now. Instead, let's just go play with deck that I created. That's it. Like, we're going to finish the session on just basically practicing with my deck that I created. We can already have one, but still kind of want to see how this deck works.
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
We do what must be done.
Versus Francesca. Okay, go. Boost an unit by 8. Oh, this is pretty cool. Decoy. Silver light to your hand, boosted by 3. Return it from your battlefield or graveyard. So there's no creatures here almost, but bunch of things in here. So this is actually pretty cool. So deploy, boost 2 allies by 3. Gain resilience, I don't know. Damage enemies by 3. Pretty cool deck. Let's leave it. I don't want to change anything. Okay, we decided right away to go with the biggest thing. Okay. Mulligan a card, put that card from your deck to replace it. Card unit, boost by 3, then shuffle your library. I don't think this is something that I could play. So for now I need to go with something less damaging. So let's do that.
Coming! Down the horse, sons!
Seriously? Boost 2 units on each side of this unit by 2. Yeah, so basically these type of units that actually allow you to buff units beside them, and this is where the tactical positioning of your units is important. Also, the important thing, I guess, when placing units is to not place them in one row, because that way your opponent just basically could put on all of this row some type of a hazard, and it definitely will create a bunch of problems for the whole row. Damage enemies by 3 and then 1. All enemies. I like that. Let's play it.
I never miss.
So by 3 and then 1. Okay. Oh snap. I don't think that I need to fight, because I don't have enough here to fight this. I guess I need to. He has 8 cards, I have 9. I have some type of advantage here. He already played his big guy. So I get I don't have another choice. I need to basically pass. Passing. So yeah, round 2. This is definitely going to be the round where we are going to fight. Okay, this is interesting. So now I actually have destroy all the higher units, which is a good thing to have. I will leave all of these creatures still in my possession. So you see, I still don't have that much here units, but if I play them smart, I will leave them. Okay, good. Return a bronze silver allied to your hand, boosted by 3 and play it. This is actually interesting. I could use it. So let's just do this. This is a bronze. This is unfortunately not a bronze, so I can't get back with this one, but I can bring this one back by 3 and then by 1. Yeah, let's just bring this one back. Bronze or silver ally. So yeah, let's bring back silver ally. Wait a minute.
Exactly what I hoped for.
You tell me I don't have one? What the heck? Return a bronze or silver ally to your hand, boosted by 3. This is a silver one, and this is a bronze one. What the? Why I didn't bring them back? Okay, this is strange. Okay, let's just right away destroy everyone. Not everyone. It actually only chooses one.
I need your heart!
But it kind of reads that all units boost to allies by 3. Gain resistance. So yeah, let's just slowly starting to play.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
Oh, come on. That was crazy. Boost to allies by 3. Play random bronze, silver draw from your deck and strengthen it by 3.
I've got to get this stinking mess in order.
Boost an ally by 4. If it's a dwarf, strengthen it by 3. This is a dwarf. This is a dwarf. So, resilient, a unit with resilient token remains on the board at the end of the round, and if it is boosted, its power is reset to base at the start of the next round. Yeah, I definitely need to save this one. This is awesome unit. So I will keep it after the end of the round. It's not going to die. So I need to do everything to keep it till next turn. Just know something. So yeah, boost to allies by 2. I'm probably not going to win this, but still. Toggle unit lock. There's nothing to lock there. They already played everything. Bear. Damage self by 1. Seriously? So he passed. This is actually interesting. Can I win this? Should I? Okay, I've never been in this type of situation yet. You may mulligan a card. So if I put this one boosted by 3 and shuffle your library. Yeah, let's do this. I guess I could win. Phoenix. Okay, choose a card to move to your deck. So now I actually choose a card to replace. So I will put this card in my deck. And then I need to choose a replacement. Choose a card to move to your hand. Deploy boost self by 1 for each dwarf ally, damage an ally by a number of elf allies. I love this deck. I actually love this deck. Gwent. Okay, so I need a choice, either this one or this one. This seems much smarter choice in terms of what it could do, because it actually gives boost 1 for each dwarf ally. I have like 3 of those, I guess. It definitely will become better than Witcher itself. And in addition to that, I can damage an enemy by elves that I control. And I have 1, 2... I have 2 elves and 2 dwarves. 3 elves, 2 dwarves. So I will definitely play this one in order to win this one. What is this? I'm choosing a deal for whom to deal damage. Number of elves. I guess damage. So now I'm actually kind of won. So since he's passed, let's continue. So yeah, first round by me. Yeah, this one is actually survived, which is a good thing. I actually got the Witcher, which is a cool thing too. I'm not going to discard it. We could unlock particular cards' abilities. I can boost my units by 8, which is kind of bigger than a creature. So let's put this card. Oh, about gold cards though. I can play only... I have only 4 gold cards in my deck. So I have 1 here, 1 here. Because I don't think that this one is actually relevant, because I don't have that much gold cards in my deck. Yeah, I will replace this one. Oh, come on, first light. Spawn clear sky or rely. By the way, what's rally means? What rally means in here? I don't know. Let's for now boost our big guy for now. Just interesting, but yeah, I knew it. That's one of the reasons why I decided to not put Gwent here, because Witcher, because I kind of thought that he could do that. Okay, now let's just play Witcher.
Let's get this over with.
Still, he still has advantage. I don't think that I will win this one.
Snitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches. Clear sky. Actually, can use a clear sky too. Since I can play anything, there's no point of using clear sky. Let's fold, or let's hope that. No, he actually decides to win.
You will see it.
Oh no, he actually won this one. Oh, snap. White 2. Okay, 1-1. Next round. Oh, wait a minute, this was the last one. Oh, I guess I didn't had a choice, so yeah. So yeah, I definitely need to play with the Gwent settings for it not to lag, because it's kind of lagging a bit. So yeah. So yeah, starting from the next session, we will go with the challenges now, and we actually will, throughout the session, we will understand all these fractions. We actually will go through all these challenges, and we will figure out what these fractions are, how they work, and what their specializations, and we will be much familiar with all these decks, how they work, which will allow us to actually do something with our own decks. So yeah, I guess on that note, we will end this session. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Have a nice day or night. See you in the next session. Bye bye.